That's just sad. That is no fun. Alright, fine. Now I got that Nine Inch Nails song stuck in my head. I do love some Nine Inch Nails. Beautiful. Okay, fine. I think it's my rambling that I think it freaks me out, is what I think. Because I feel like I'm just making a fool of myself or driving people away, or I'm not sure what it is. But whenever I start to ramble, I go, no, I shouldn't do that. And I'm not sure why. Because I feel like some of my most interesting things that I can say come about from rambling. There it is. I found it. Finally. This is what I wanted to really sculpt over here. Of course, I'm going to need to build a pathway to... Oh, shoot. Look at all this. Yes. More homes. More homeless shelters for the poor and the sick and the non-existent, because I'm the only one alive in this freaking world. It's actually pretty sad. That is sad. Like, who am I building all this stuff? No one. I'm building it for nobody. It's all make-believe. Okay, so I build up all this, and then I say, oh, look, and then the people will... No, nobody lives there. They're all not there. There's no one there. It's pretty pathetic. Okay. So let's see. From... Wow. No. No freaking way. There's no way. Do I really see this peak? I guess... Yeah, that... If I can find the... Those are the trees right there. If you can see them. Right there. Those two trees that I've got the crosshair on. That's where I stand. From there, I can see this peak here. So I want to make a really truly magnificent looking structure. And I know exactly how to do it. Or I guess I should say I know exactly what kind of structure I want. But I'm not quite sure how to do it without dying. So, let's see, because I've mapped it out, but when you arrive, you see, it gets a lot more tricky. Because I know I want it to be coming off the side of this thing here, the side of this slope, so I think it needs to be starting from here. I want to build out legs, two, like, supports. Ah, shoot, that might be so cool looking. And then it hangs over, and then it's like... supported on this side of the mountain here. Oh my god, that would look so cool. And then it goes back to... I need to level a bit of this off. I'm thinking from... Here, let's level... Oh, god no, I freaking hate snowballs. Get out of here. Alright, let's level this off right here. This is kind of freeing, actually. Saying whatever comes into my mind and knowing that nobody cares. Or, not knowing that nobody's gonna... No, it's not that. I'm hoping people see this. Because I feel like I have a better chance of, impacting people, maybe? Is that the word? I hope I'm constantly monitoring, my perception of this channel, if that makes sense. What I mean is, what I don't want to be is somebody who's just seeking validation from strangers through the internet. You know what I mean? I want to have a YouTube channel to have a YouTube, because I've always been compelled to do stuff like this. And I don't know why, but I just always have. Okay, it's time to go to bed now. You know what I mean? Like, how do I explain that? It's... Here, let's take the secret entrance. The entrance that old Farmer John uses to get down to feed his cows. Look, I'll show you. Old Farmer John. Yeah. There he is. Okay, here we go. It's time to go be old Farmer John. Old Farmer John. Time to go down to bed. I'm gonna go feed them cows. Old Betsy Sue gonna explode with her udders. I'm gonna go milk old Betsy Sue. She gonna explode right now. Old Farmer John, here I is. Okay, there. I've just roleplayed as Old Farmer John. The best roleplaying, if you ask me. Anyway, let's continue on. All those, outlines, I should say, of, what am I saying? All those, outlines of the houses. Those are all gonna be turn into wood. I'm gonna be making all the houses and the homes and things out of wood. This is a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be, honestly. I tried playing Heroes of the Storm yesterday, and it just was not, I just wasn't feeling it, you know? I was not interested. So, here's what I want to do. I want to build a trail, like, through here, you know? So, let's see. Pow, 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 pow. Pee pow, pow, pee pow, pow. Okay, so ideally, I'm gonna want the trail to come up through here. Oh shoot, that's gonna be glorious. Okay, sorry, I just had a vision. Freaking A, dude. The landscape is not conducive to trails and buildings, and which is the idea, you know. You want to make it look like these people just came up, they saw this really crummy place to build, and they said, we're gonna build it anyway, and so they did. So that's sort of what I gotta do, just sort of force the land. No, gotta go back. Force the land to conform to be what I want it to be, you know what I mean? Ouch. It's okay, I got plenty of steak left. Look at these trees, it's beautiful, it's quite beautiful. Okay, fine. Have you produced an egg for me? You've changed races, but you have not produced what the freaking... Okay, whatever. Alright. I needed a shovel. I didn't see that coming, I'll be honest. Let's drop off the dirt. Whew. We're getting kind of up there on dirt, aren't we? Yeah, that's okay. No, what I was saying is I need to be okay here. Let's torture our chicken friend again. Maybe he'll change races again. Hey, if I give this to you, are you gonna go back to being a brown chicken? Let's find out. I just need an egg, and then I need a baby chicken to come out of that egg, and then I need to... Oh shoot, there it is. Right on time. Right on time. Okay. Let's see if I can get the second part of... Where's the egg? Where's the egg? I heard the egg. Where's... Huh? Okay, baby chicken. No. What a disappointment. Try harder next time. Be more fertile. You stupid chicken. Whatever. I wanted to make a second story to this place too, but I don't honestly know how that would work. I need to like dig out the ceiling up here. I mean, it kind of sucks having a bunch of... You know, I guess... With the exception of this lava sculpture, it goes a little too high. It, like, right where the lava starts up there is right where I'd have the second story. And then, of course, we got this weird thing that doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's big enough to add a second story, but not quite roomy enough, you know what I mean? I might just have, you know what I could do? I could do more like an attic, and then just have like stairs somewhere that lead up. If I dig out even one, I know this wall looks like it could be bigger, but it can't, as you can see. So, I'm not sure. Anyway, I wasted the day taunting the chicken. I should probably get back to work on the whole thing here. No, what I was saying is I'm constantly monitoring my perception. Not even my perception, but my... Oh, God, this is obnoxious. Get this stupid crap. Okay, it's right here, I think. Yeah, here we go. My, the reason that I want to have a YouTube channel, I'm constantly wary of, is it seriously just because I'm seeking validation from strangers? Is it because I want to be famous? It's certainly not for money, otherwise I would have stopped long ago. Speaking of money though, it is kind of cool. I didn't realize I was already here. It is kind of cool seeing the money sort of rise. Like, it would have taken a good couple of weeks to go up 5 cents, and now that happens in a couple of days, so that's awesome to see. Not, you know, and I'm treating it as a good sign of progress. I'm not necessarily treating it as, oh, it's gonna make me so rich when I finally get there. That's not the point. The point is that I thought the subscriber count was going to be the first sign of progress, but it's not, actually. It's how quickly I'm starting to make more money at this. And I mean, literally, guys, I've only made, in the time I started in February, and I've worked on this almost every single day since February, with the exception of like a month and a half of a break that I took because my brain broke. I got to a point where I couldn't even do simple math anymore. Like, I think it was like 46 plus 52 or something, which would be 98. I could not figure it out. I couldn't freaking do it. I mean, it was the strangest thing. I couldn't do it. I just said 46 plus 62, I don't know, 70? It was the weirdest thing. And then, on the very last day that I stopped working on it for a couple of months, or a month and a half, less time than I thought I spent off, at the end of the day, it was 11 o'clock at night. I had just finished up my shift at the grocery store, and for some weird reason, I just got the biggest craving to just watch Game of Thrones. Like, never in my life have I ever felt that I need to not work, you know? Like, there was a guy who came in, back when I was still a cashier. This, like, 50-year-old dude came in with 2 buckets of ice cream, or I guess I should say he came up to my register with 2 buckets of ice cream, and he was in his pajamas, still. And I thought it was a little bit weird, but I pretty much understood what was going on. And he said, "Don't laugh, I was in bed and I had an ice cream attack." I never heard of an ice cream attack. I never get cravings for sweets. Every once in a while I'll be like, yeah, I kind of want some chocolate, I kind of want some ice cream. So then I buy, like a Ben & Jerry's thing of ice cream, and it takes me a month to eat, to get through. I just don't have much of a sweet tooth. But that's the best thing I can liken it to, was I just had an attack for any form of entertainment I could get my hands on. Any sort of, just as long as it didn't have anything to do with improving my life, as long as it didn't have anything to do with being productive whatsoever, I had to do it. I couldn't, I'm not sure what that phenomenon is. I'd like to learn about why that happens, but I know what it does now. It answered my question, because up until then I'd wondered, what in the world is the point of entertainment? And I'll tell you, it's a really weird thing to be somebody who makes entertainment. Maybe not well, but that's sort of the business I'm in at this point, is the entertainment industry. The new form, the ultimate form, the peer-to-peer entertainment industry, which is phenomenal. But it's a very strange thing to not understand your work, to not understand what you're doing, Like, I make videos for people to watch and to consume and to be entertained by, but I don't know what that does for people. I don't understand. And that had been a massive question on my mind until my brain broke from just being overproductive. And up until then, I didn't think you could be overproductive. I had flipped my assumptions about work. Most people in Western society assume that the best part of your day, the part that you should look forward to most, is the time when you can put up your feet, when you can be done working, when you can just relax for the rest of the day. You've done your work and you're done, That's the part that people look forward to the most. That's the part that people think that they want. And I flipped that. I read this book called The Lucifer Principle by Howard Bloom, and he said, stress is not caused by work, actually. There's almost no real data to prove that. What stress is actually caused by is more social, is a feeling that you don't belong. And I've certainly had that, where there was a store that I was working to prior to the one I'm at now, where I was just sort of the whipping boy. I was put in customer service from day one, and it was the kind of thing where nobody wanted to cover my lunch, and I was the only one there. So there were a lot of times when I'd be, a couple hours late for my lunch because just nobody wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to do customer service for 1 hour so that I could go and eat. There was even one day where I worked 9 hours straight without a lunch, which sucked. It was a pretty awful day too. Everyone was miserable. It wasn't fun. Anxiety is building up. My hand is starting to tingle. And that is because my brother has woken up and he can likely hear me talking, which is so strange to me that I'm so tremendously uncomfortable around my own family. I don't know if anybody else has that, but that is something that I've noticed. I am very uncomfortable being anything remotely close to myself around my family, anybody in my family, except for my younger sister. She's so open and so willing to just laugh at everything. It makes it very easy to let your guard down. And that's good. It's a really good thing, but I need to not be dependent on the actions of others to let my guard down. I need to be able to do it myself, you know? That's the only way that this is gonna work. And I do think that the reason this channel has not really done super well, I mean, I'm at 58 subscribers, is because I'm still being much too professional, much too, you know, and I know I do silly voices and stuff, but I never really say what is genuinely on my mind, like the horny chicken thing I just said. That's something I know. You've changed races again. What is this? What is this magic? Okay, whatever. That racist thing, I would feel like that's much too risky of a joke to say, you know, because I don't want to be attacked, you know what I mean? And I'm beginning to realize it's exactly this kind of stuff that people are looking for. It's exactly this kind of fearlessness that people are seeking, you know what I mean? It's not easy, and George Carlin was the master of this. Louis C.K., I remember there was this really cool, it was, people were paying homage to George Carlin after he died, and Louis C.K. was one of those people, and he said he respected George Carlin because of just the courage that he had to say some of these things that he said. He said he came right out and said, have you ever noticed that these people who are all against abortion are people you wouldn't want to do in the first place? It still makes me laugh. He said that's not an easy thing to do, and he really respected George Carlin for doing it. And that's something that I think I need to be able to do as somebody who is going to be having a YouTube channel, you know? So it's not easy though, definitely. Like, this is one of the harder things I've ever done recording, because I'm saying a lot more stuff that I normally wouldn't, you know, it would occur to me, yeah, you know, but then I'd say, no, let's just stick to the persona I've created here, and let's try to be kooky and fun and interesting and whatever. Yeah. And I do look at people like Dashi. Dashi is so awesome. Dashi Games, he's funny. He's a funny guy. Trying to get that poo. He's so freaking funny. And there's a part of me that wishes I could do that, but I know that that's not me. I've never once in a day ever acted like that on my own. You know, it's okay to be inspired by somebody and to say, hey, let's act like Dashi, but you don't want to build your persona on somebody else's, because that's not, you've never naturally done that on your own, you know? So it's easy to look at somebody like Dashi and say, God, I wish I could do that, but that's not the point. There's already a Dashi, and he's already found what makes him interesting, what makes him worthwhile. I need to find what makes me worthwhile, and I have yet to figure that out, but I'm just now beginning to do that. And God, I just watched one of the most phenomenal freaking videos. I've been doing this self-help stuff for a while now, and thank freaking God I started doing this. I'm not entirely sure what brought it about. I've noticed that the most useful things, or the most interesting, not interesting, the most what am I trying to say? The most fortunate things that I've ever done or found, I don't remember the reason that I became interested in the first place. I don't remember the decision or the thought that I had that caused me to go to it. All I remember is that it was really, really good for me, you know? Like, for instance, when I got into the StarCraft Legacy of the Void beta. This was just a fortuitous thing that happened.